first boy/girlfriend?
Is your first partner your first love?
The first thing that she said, can I cheat on you?
She's toxic as
If you're Jared's wife, come back later. Did you also have 5 girlfriends before your first real girlfriend? This is your daily Ketchup.
Boom.
It's September right now and we're trying to get to 100k by the end of the year. So join us by subscribing, especially the 50% of you who are still not subscribed. Please, we appreciate it. Comment down below, 100k gang.
Back to the episode.
Okay, everybody, so I've come across a very relatable thread on Reddit recently, though it was posted 6 years ago. Don't ask me what I was searching, but someone is asking Reddit, what is a common mistake people make when they get their first boy/girlfriend? And when I saw this, I was like, wow, I have a lot of mistakes with my first partner. Wow. How about you?
Is your first partner your first love?
Well, we start
going
so
deep.
Oh,
You see, right? So to me, right, I don't know which is my first partner because do you count like the puppy love, the primary school, secondary school, or do you count like your first adult relationship?
No, if you all agree that you're steady, then it's count.
Wow, I don't want to count it that way, please.
Why?
I don't want.
Why? You got 20.
My first girlfriend, like if you want to play the most technical terms, right, it's like P6. And
So
it's
the one that we saw in the class photo.
the one.
We'll put here now.
And also, Jared's bully, watch out, okay? We are tracking you down.
yeah. I almost found you. I found your school photo.
We know your full name,
She's damn scary.
but you don't have LinkedIn. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. So she was my first girlfriend, and wow, I like if anyone asked me on a normal context, right, I would not even count her.
But you talk about her all the time during lunch.
Oh, don't, if you're Jared's wife, come back later.
No, it's because she's caused me so much trauma.
Like what?
Okay, so I think the very first one is that one day she just called me up.
Call you up.
Yeah, on the phone, because last time we
time
don't
we
have
got used
handphone lah.
And then?
Yeah, on my house phone. Then the first thing that she said like is, can I cheat on you?
Oh, right.
That was so direct.
Yeah.
Okay. At least she asked for permission,
Hey, true.
right?
True.
Credits to her. And then, so yeah. Why am I defending her? But yeah, and it was with a classmate.
In close
Direct.
proximity.
Close
Direct
proximity.
competitor.
Yeah.
And you said,
Yes.
What? You into the polygamy stuff? Is
No,
it?
I was not, but I was like so desperate to have a girlfriend at 12 years old that I just said like, yeah, okay lor, if that's what you want.
Wait,
lor.
sorry, how far in your relationship were you guys?
Wow,
Then she asked to cheat.
3 months.
Which is a very long time for a primary school kid.
no, but do you feel like you love her at that point of time?
I really struggle to say that a 12-year-old knows what love is. Yeah.
No.
What it
It's
meant
what
to you at
you
that
think.
point.
Yeah.
Oh, I was very glad to be in that relationship.
No,
lah,
but did
that-
you love her?
No.
I mean, you're 12 lah. What a
Yeah,
That was a very
So
serious
when was
response.
your first partner?
See, right, so I don't know which one is my first partner because
Yeah.
like okay,
You
this is gonna sound like I'm showing off, right? But it's not okay. So like I had one when I was P1 technically, but like not technically.
P1?
If you want to go back all the way back, right? Like you know when your parents try to match you up. When I was like 1 or 2, that I had like
Yeah.
Memories.
right.
I had one of those too. Yeah.
But like you don't really remember anything. And then when I think I was like 5 or 6, right? Then I had another that your parents tried to match up, right? And I remember, I think I mentioned in the show before, like I was so possessive that I remember calling her on the phone, and because at the time we only have the house phones, right? And then saying like, the only phrase I remember saying was like, but you're my girlfriend, you know. And then she's saying, I know. But I don't know what the context was, but that made me feel good.
Weirdly sweet. Yeah. I'll take
Then
that.
I remember P1, there was this like girl that kept chasing me and I kept running away, but I think she just wanted my Cocoa Crunch.
Oh, whoa, I thought that sentence was going to go differently.
Then I think, okay, the P4 one doesn't really count. I broke up with her because I didn't like the fact that she loves to do this all the time.
How can you not count if you broke up with her?
This is why then I can't date.
Because it lasted like 2 or 3 weeks. And like we met, right, because the teacher paired us together in the same class. I mean, we knew of each other, but we never really talked until we sat next to each other, right? And then sparks flying, you know.
Right, cute Taylor Swift, let's go.
Yeah. And then, right, one day, right, I think for some reason the teacher kept saying stuff and then she kept misusing this. I think it was misusing this. This is for sarcastic things. But she kept using it to emphasize her point. And it just annoyed me
She
so
used it
much.
as an underline.
Yeah, like, so the way how I broke up, I just ignored her.
We are breaking up.
That's ghosting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like in the same class, right? But she would just talk to me like normally, like, oh my god, hey, you're here in school or whatever, and I'll just like not talk to her. P6, I had one girlfriend and one other girl that I liked. So there were 2 girls, and I was such a asshole. Because right, for some reason I decided to for a long time I liked this girl, like 4 years already, right?
Wow.
And then
You go
but a
be
lot of
sick.
guys also like her. So then
Okay.
halfway through I just decided, you know what, let's go for a different target. So then there was this really pretty girl actually, but I don't know, for some reason no one really like targeted her, and so then I went for her instead. And then we really bonded for maybe a period of 6 weeks. We were like really like boyfriend and girlfriend lah. Then right, what happened was she said specifically, don't let anybody know that we're together. I said, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Maybe
in
that's why you thought no one was going after her.
Because she told the rest
rest
of the guys also.
yeah. No, but she also was very shy. I think a bit awkward. She was like quite lengthy, so like I was the only one that was like taller than her.
The details in this story are so fascinating to me.
But anyway, so for a long time, right, she didn't talk to me like for years, like even in adulthood, right? Because right, there was one day how the relationship ended was that during assembly, the guys, my guy friend just started asking me like, hey, so who you like? You still like that other girl, like the original girl, right? Then like I was just like, no lah, stop it. But then I remembered I cannot say that I'm together with the current girlfriend because she definitely doesn't want anyone to know. So then I just said, okay, fine, yeah, I still like the other girl, and she heard it out loud,
Aww.
and then she never spoke to me again.
Huh?
Yeah, and I was
But
trying
you
to
even tried?
explain.
Yeah, do you explain
I was
to
trying
her?
to explain to her because P6 we already started using MSN Messenger. So like I was waiting for her like to come online, and then like when she finally came online, I texted her, she just ghosted me.
Nah, she appeared offline, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. She
It
was completely online all the time.
That was mad.
Can I just
can still
say-
go on.
Oh my god, how many girls you have?
No, so that reminds me of a story that I saw on Reddit also, but actually this story made the news because do you know that there's this thing called a loyalty tester?
Oh.
I think it started on TikTok that like you can hire this guy or girl, depending, to go and slide into the DMs of your partner and then test their loyalty by like flirting with them, like try ask them out, see whether they'll send you photos. They charge about like $100 like to test your girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why can't I create my own account that I DM the person?
No, but it cannot be a fake account. It needs to be. as
yeah,
in-
like I populate for like years. Like
Oh my God,
I
that's
populate.
that's
and then
toxic
one
behavior
day-
also. break up.
No,
No, like it just in case like one day I need this loyalty test.
Yeah.
And
This
2
is-
years later I like use.
this is where economies of scale, like this is where division of labor comes into play. So you already have someone who is specialized in that. They just need to do it one time and they get to do it for multiple people. Unless you monetize on that, you have just wasted your effort.
No, but interestingly, a lot of as in there have been a few people that say that they joined this company
Oh.
to become
Don't talk to you already.
to become loyalty testers because they were previously cheated on in their relationship.
Got it.
And they feel like they would want to know. So they joined this to kind of help people.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest
but-
job interview
These are
ever.
charity
yeah.
work.
Okay, but where this story comes to mirror Dan's story a bit is this guy is saying, am I a cheater because I failed my girlfriend's loyalty test? So what happened was that he got a flirty message from a random girl on IG. Immediately screenshots it, sends to his girlfriend. And then he asked his girlfriend, oh, what should I do with should I reply her lah? Then
Right.
the girlfriend laugh about it and say, oh, try to keep the conversation going for fun and see what comes out of it. Maybe we can like throw this random girl. So then he thought that it was an inside joke that him and his girlfriend together trolling this random girl, you know?
Yeah.
So they continue to go back and forth with flirty messages that he responds flirtily to also.
Yeah.
But every single message he's screenshotting and sending to his girlfriend. Until one point his girlfriend say, I want to go sleep already. Like, don't ask me, you just talk to her yourself. What happens is that the other girl starts sending pictures. And then I'm not sure whether it got nude, but then she started asking for photos back.
Okay.
And he ended up sending one which was like shirtless with only his boxers. And then the next day the girlfriend breaks up with him.
What?
I mean, he could have just went to Google and like, just type in sex pack and then send
but
it over. lah.
She told him to continue. This was her idea.
Turns out this was a test from my girlfriend.
No.
Loyalty
Wait.
tester is what you're saying.
The loyalty tester was the random person that was
Also,
break
it's a
up with
hired.
ah
And then she asked him to continue.
She's toxic as
That's
no,
really
but
toxic.
he say he feels like maybe he crossed the line by actually sending the photo.
She was the one that said, I'm going to sleep, you continue. Like, that is full creative license to go crazy.
Yeah.
Like, to me, like, in my
Open
head, it's
brief,
like, if we have this, like, ongoing, like, agreement, right? This is our little inside joke, right? To me, it's like, I can't wait to show you where I'm going with this, you know? Then in the morning, it'll be damn fun. Just so that, like, in the morning, it's like, you won't believe what I did. And then, like, completely laugh about it.
Look at what I did.
I feel like he dodged a bullet lah.
Yeah, he dodged the
Yeah.
bullet.
At the end of
Also,
the
this
day,
what
yeah.
happened to Dan also.
What?
Why?
Because the
Why?
girlfriend say don't want to tell other people, then he never tell other people, then end up break up.
That's true.
No, but this was miscommunication.
This was complete miscom. I kept telling her,
Yeah.
you know, for like weeks, right? I would just every Monday I'll be, it's not what I meant. This is not what I meant. Like, you gotta believe me on MSN Messenger.
You posting like
God.
secondhand serenade lyrics on your blog or something.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
feel
you gotta
like
autoplay it.
I feel like you haven't had like proper closure.
Oh my god.
Like I feel like this.
We have the platform now.
There are multiple men with trauma on our show.
I do not want to go back to this shit. I was like suddenly damn logical, like, hey, listen, do you really want to go back to this stupid man who made you feel like this?
Alright, stop right there. Comment down below the name of your first love.
Wow.
It could be a trick question depending whether you're married. Or you can just like this video.
Do that. Why?
That works. That works.
Subscribe, back to the episode. Okay, listen. Your first love.
Ew.
I heard that you override your first loves.
No, as in
Like every,
Override them.
like every,
No,
like
override.
every
Because
love is
I
a first
only-
love.
Save the progress over.
no, because I've only been in 2 relationships. Then I feel like I cannot count the puppy, like not credible relationships because I was, other than those 2 relationships, right, it's always like the unrequited or like just crushed. So I don't count that as love. So the one that I said that I always like want to discredit as my first love, right? I when you told me about this episode, then I started to think about it. Like, is it really love or not, right? I think I would count it as love because of the breakup. Okay, so story. I went away to the US to work for 4 months
Oh, wow.
for
Fun.
internship.
Cool girl.
So we had like we had to go on like a LDR lah. So I remember on Facebook.
Sorry,
where-
how long had y'all been dating at the by the point you go
Okay,
overseas?
so I was 18 and we have already dated for about maybe 8 months.
Wow.
Okay.
That's not bad
Okay.
for
Yeah.
18-year-olds.
And then I remember it was like maybe week 3 or week 4 around there. Then I remember going on Facebook and then I see like it was graduation period. Then he take picture with this girl who he chased before me. And she's like quite pretty one. So I was a bit like, what's going on? Then
She's single.
yeah, and the picture is like they quite close. Like there's no hala gap kind.
Shit.
He
Hand on waist?
Okay, like shoulder, but the point right of the photo is his face. Like he looks damn happy. He like macam that is the girlfriend like that. So I did ask him about it, like, oh, where you go today, that kind of thing. Like, oh, what you do? Oh, with this girl, that kind of thing. But I never like accuse him of anything. I just like say it as it is. Then like suddenly like a few days later, right? Cause got some tension. Then he sent me this like, I think we should take a break for a while, like 1 week break. Then 1 week after that, right? He suddenly sent me like this damn long text, right? Saying like he want to break up with me. Then I was like, it's like he's someone in the text, right, that triggered me is like he already had these feelings like about a month before I even left.
Is it feelings for the other girl?
Like,
Feelings of
feelings
wanting to break up.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he said he don't want to like hurt me or whatever. Like he don't want, he's scared like he will make me cry or whatever. So he never say.
Wasted.
Then I was like, what the you just like lie about it. So the past like 1 month I've been with you is like a lie.
You're not in it lah.
Waste your trip
Yeah.
to US, right? You could have
Yeah,
been
and then
getting
some
together
more,
with
right,
white
I
boys.
still write like those like notes, you know, like for him to open up when he finally go army.
Oh my
and then, like, for his
God.
birthday. Then I
No.
write those cards. Then I like this little right. But okay, but in the moment I was like very sad.
Mm.
So I was so sad, right, that my mom, right, she called him and scolded him. Till this day, right, I have no means, right, to know what was said between them. So I don't know what she said, but probably scolded him very badly. And then he finally FaceTime me in my iPhone 4. Hey,
There was FaceTime back then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rabak.
then he was like, we were like, then I was like, why you want to break up with me? Like, what happened? Like, whatever. Then he said, like, after we argued for about 30 minutes, right, then he said, okay lah, don't break up.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's stay in the relationship like that. Yeah.
No, then suddenly, right, something snapped in my brain. I like, pop. I was like, I do not want to go back to this shit. I was like suddenly damn logical, like, hey, listen, do you really want to go back to this stupid man who made you feel like this?
That's
Made you
right.
argue for 30
Slay.
minutes, right?
Bridget!
Talk to yourself in third person.
No, yeah, I was like, and
During
I was
the
like,
FaceTime.
no, for the 1 second pause, I really had a revelation. So I told him, no, I want to break up. Wow, it's my first time, right, experiencing a heartbreak. I don't know if you all experienced this, right, but your chest, right, literally feels like someone stabbed it, and it's f***ing painful. I don't know how. Like I just cried so hard, right, until like when I want to go toilet, I cannot walk. I had to crawl. I crawled to the bathroom. I was like, I like hyperventilated.
So dramatic.
I don't know
Drama
why.
queen.
I just couldn't move. For like one whole day, I cried. And suddenly the next day, right, because I work at Disneyland, I went to Disneyland and all my troubles just left my body. I was like,
Happiest
phew.
place on earth.
No, that's why I'm like confused.
No,
think
so
this
I
is
feel
what
like this
happens.
happens to girls.
Yeah.
Like when after a breakup, right, the girls process it first, and then the guys is like the freedom feeling. Then after that, the girls will get over it, and then it's the guys'
Yep.
time to
Yeah.
break
Like
down.
opposite, right?
It lasts very long for
Yeah.
guys, and it always is surrounding with like simple plan. Your love is just a lie. A little bit of Nickelback.
3 Doors Down.
Oh, yeah.
Here Without You.
Here,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Dan has had this on repeat for like 5 years.
Yeah, his second-hand serenade, like CD scratch already.
Every time I break up,
So you consider that your first love, is it? Because I would
No,
say
that's
like
the only other long-term
yeah, to have
relationship.
had that kind of like impact on you and to
Yeah.
to have that growth
Yeah.
Yeah.
of self-realization, then yeah, I would say that's
Yeah, it's just that the relationship was so
Toxic.
irksome to me, right?
Ah.
The fact that I have to think about it as my first love like irks me because it reminds me of like all the mistakes I made. So I think like a mistake I made in that relationship was going in right with like pure
Infatuation.
Pure infatuation. It's like, you know how when you're 18 years old, right? You don't really talk about like very deep stuff. Like all the like deep stuff, right, is those like Tumblr photo. Then like your love is a lie. That kind. Like don't have like
Another
now,
Simple Plan
right? It's
song.
like TikTok, like every like few videos, right? Then you get a full on like counseling session by someone who will post something. So I don't know anything then. I just follow what my parents would have wanted, which is like just Christian boy.
that's it.
Yeah.
That
like,
was the
Christian
one
boy,
criteria.
and then what I wanted is probably like dancer. So plus
Christian dancer.
because my parents were divorced, right? When I went to this relationship, I was like, I'm not gonna break up. Like I'm gonna be like committed. This is the one like I probably will want to marry, and like I'll do whatever it takes to make it work. But it's very like clear red flags, right? That this is not the one for me lah. So example, in my CCA, right, we do have like performances. So sometimes when I performed there, he will sit in front. Then like I thought everything was fine and dandy, you know, we like did rehearsals and all. Then after that, right, he like a bit like that to me. Like he give me a gloomy expression. Then I was like, damn it, something's up. Then I like a bit anxious. Then I say, oh, what happened? Then he like, I don't want to tell you, that kind of thing. Then I have to like
Such a
just
bitch,
tell
this
me
guy.
lah, just tell me. Then when he tell me, right, he say, right, cause I dance, right, I never look him in the eye. Context, the dance, right, was me acting like a ballerina, cause it's like those kind of okay, number one, if it's those kind of Ariana Grande song, then I'm supposed to be sexy. Maybe I get it. Maybe I can understand. But that performance, right, is like Snow White themed. Okay,
Like
it's
Nutcracker,
like
Nutcracker.
fairy tales, and like I was acting like the ballerina, you know, like before the rats come out, that kind of thing. Then I was like, what do you mean, like? And then got one dance, right, acting like bird. I had like 5 dancers, like bird, like ballerina, then like
What roles are you getting?
no, I was even a beggar at one point. It's just a story, it's just a fairy tale story. I like the poor person then become ballerina, that kind of thing. Then I was like, you expect me to
I
look
want
you in
to
the
see this
eye?
performance.
Yes, yeah.
Later I send you the link.
Oh,
it's
shit.
like-
Subscribe to our Patreon for the full video.
Don't you think it's so ridiculous?
Yeah, he's a
it
weirdo.
It's so weird to look someone in the eye like your boyfriend and like dance this kind of like bird or like ballerina dance. Is like so weird for me. It's so distracting. Now I was like, I can't believe he's like angry about that.
Right.
No,
And
like, neither can we.
No,
Yeah,
but
I-
I feel like I relate to that because I think, especially when you're in a relationship, like a lot of red flags, right? Sometimes you don't chalk it up to be a red flag. Like you think that, oh, okay, like because it's your first relationship, then you think like, oh, these are disagreement that we have, so like we need to work through it so we can stay together forever, So I feel like I had multiple of those instances as well. It was slightly different because I think it was more pressuring rather than she will like scold me, that kind. So it's like, for example, she will say, oh, I sacrificed this for you. So like, how come like you don't do similar things, for example? So it was a lot of like maybe projecting
Right.
or like, because it was things that she did on her own accord in order to have more time to spend with me.
Right.
But then to her, it felt like I was invested in so many other things, for example, my CCA and whatnot. Then at one point, there was a big competition that my school was going to send a team for. And then it's damn fun because it's shooting. It's a revolver competition.
Wait, what?
Because I was in MPCC.
Wow.
So then,
Quick draw, Denise.
like I'm a marksman, by the way.
Ooh.
So then, I...
Bobo killer.
Okay, it's not like that. But
Oh,
okay.
goddamn it.
In fact, it was like that.
Wait, you just do a... Wait, that looks so
You know, to
wrong.
take out the revolver like that, then you press, then the bullet drop out.
Oh.
This is the actual motion.
She will know lah. We don't. I just press R.
All I saw is this.
So it was a very fun opportunity. And then this is also a very prestigious thing. It's considered quite a prestigious competition to go for. And then, but the training was quite like heavy as compared to everything else that was already going on in school. So I was like very pressured to, in the end, I like drop out. Like I gave it up.
No. For her?
Yeah, and I think it remained a regret in my mind like after we broke up. So what happened was that she was like taking piano until very, very high grade already. She stopped her piano lessons in order to have more time to spend with me.
But nobody asked her
I
to.
didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know and I didn't ask. Like, I just had fun. Like, oh, we'll spend our time together, which is great. But
This
I
is
didn't know what
nice.
she was doing behind the scenes, which I don't fault her for because I do see, like how to say, like to her, it could have been like loving on me or the love language is quality time or whatever, and then she wants to spend time with me. But then when she then turned around and put it on me that I made her give up certain things and therefore I have to match that level of I don't want to say effort because I feel like effort is measured differently, but then I have to match whatever she do.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like she give up something important to her, so I have to give up something important to me also, so that it can prove that I love her.
But you can imagine, like, in her position, she probably felt a lot of resentment, I guess.
Yeah.
And she just didn't know how to communicate.
Self-imposed resentment.
No, but back then I
Yeah.
really felt like it was my fault because I was like, oh yeah, like really she like sacrificed a lot lah. Then at that point also we were like a bit rocky in the relationship because I felt that she was being a bit too possessive. Like because you know uniform group people, they quite close, they very tight one ma. Then I feel like it's equivalent to like boys after NS, then they very close to like their platoon or whatever lah. Go school in the morning, I walk with her, but then I will go join my friends. So then she will feel like, how come like I don't spend as much time with her? But to me, it's like we already spent time and I don't want to lose my friends. Like I FOMO with my friends also ma.
Did she
There
have
are
her own
certain
friends?
points where yes, but once we got together, they spent a lot less time together. And then like it's like every moment we have to be together. So like go home, like the moment we say bye, right? I get on the bus, I phone her.
Huh?
So you're putting in the effort lah.
No, but this is also quite crazy lah.
But sometimes it's like I phone her, but we nothing to say kind. So it's just we're just on the phone, you know.
Expensive yeah, home
Then
bill.
unlimited minutes.
Nice.
So then or use house phone. So it's like at home also, like oftentimes I'm on the phone, like the moment I get home, they have to call also. But back then I was like happy to do it. Like I didn't realize what issue it was until like there came a moment where I realized, oh shit, I feel kind of suffocated. And then it came a point where this is on me, that like I started lying to her that like, oh, my mother need to talk to me. Then I would just like decompress for like 2 hours, right?
my God.
Or in the morning, like I want to go to school with my other friends lah. Then I would just say, oh, my dad is like bringing me today, that kind. Then so I started telling these lies, which back then I felt like they were white lies. But now I can see how they built up to be very to hurt her lah. Like I can see that. So, and I think I was terrible to her also that I would. But back then it's almost like both of us didn't know how to properly communicate or how to properly like set boundaries or to make sure that our time together is intentional. Yeah, because you know back puppy love or what, then everybody and all the time we just want to spend time together, what, and you don't realize that all these are actually red flags that are piling up until a point where you just feel so suffocated. Yeah. And then to her, it felt like I constantly wasn't putting in effort. And then we broke up.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
So
that BoJack Horseman quote.
what?
Like when you wear rose-colored glasses, all the red flags just look like flags.
Hey, I love
House.
BoJack.
I also love BoJack. No, but I went through
It's
the
always
same
on
thing.
Tumblr.
But I relate to you because I went through the same thing with this guy. You remember I said I ballerina, then I bird that kind.
I remember.
So I had
We
five-
did the same performance. The same
Yeah. No, I like we both.
Storyline.
No, because we spend time a lot together because we are both dancers, right? So I had like 6 items. Then he only had 1. Then I didn't know, as in, because to me, right, it's like dance is my passion. Then I auto assumed that he would understand since he's also a dancer. Then after a while, right, got one time he damn angry at me because he said, why you take so many items?
Oh, I
Then
can
say,
choose one.
No, they
As
were
in-
assigned to you.
No,
You
they
were
assigned to me.
Yeah.
I didn't
You're
see
just
like,
a better
I want-
dancer
You're damn
lah.
good. Get
No.
6 items.
Yeah, and this bitch only got
it's a
one.
damn long story why I'm in 6 items. Anyway,
Okay.
So was the whole night lah.
he was just angry at me that I chose 6 items, but I told him I couldn't choose ma. It's like I want to dance. And they chose me that I don't mind. Then he was angry at me with the same reason that Denise's ex also was angry. Like I purposely never choose any items so that I can spend time with you. Why you
Sure.
cannot do the same? So I also felt like very bad lah.
He sounds like the kind of guy, right, who needs to be better than his girlfriend.
That's why they say got 3 loves. What? The first one is your first love. That is the one that you put your fairy tale expectations on it. Number 2 is the hard love. That will have a lot of ups and downs. That's where you really like figure out yourself out. Then number 3 is the last love, which you like don't expect, but you like surprise and then it's so easy and comfortable and then it becomes your last.
That's my life, eh.
Whoa.
Oh my god. I have those 3 loves. And I think I really f***ed it out in the first one.
Why you call her it, yeah?
No,
Yeah,
for
the
me, it's
relationship. I did it correctly. My God.
You really start for a moment.
I think I mentioned this a very long time ago, but like there was this girl who I liked, and like she said, like we were friends first. Then when I told her that I like her, like her first reaction was shit.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I
so
heard this at lunch.
yeah, so there was this girl who like in my poly class who we got to know each other through a voluntary internship, and then like I chased her lah. I chased her for damn long, and then yeah, I told her I like her. She said, I don't like you. But then I just tried to claw out of the friend zone. You know, her birthday, right? Like I would like meet all her friends, like who I don't even know, and then I take Polaroids of them and then ask them to write like birthday messages for her. Then I compile it in a book, you know.
Oh, actually, that's very
Then I go
No, but
house.
imagine this is a guy that you don't want, then keep harass you.
No, but we're friends. We stay friends, you know.
Oh, but I appreciate the effort.
Yeah, I just thought like all these. I'm 18 lah, so all these. I think that these grand gestures of romance will do
Woo
something.
her.
Will woo her. Maybe she'll change her mind.
Yeah,
Then like
yeah.
on the same day, I go to her house. I pick her up to go to give her a cab to class and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. Then after that, after class, I ask her to go to one of my teachers' rooms. Then I'm carrying a guitar, you know. Then I'm playing
that's
Bruno
too much.
Mars, just the way you are.
The egg started there.
What the song?
The guitar playing
Yeah
in
lah,
the
and
teacher's room.
Okay, and then
Aiyo.
and
It
then
worked though. It worked.
The guitar.
No, like eventually, right?
Eventually, there's so much more, yeah. Oh my god.
3 months
I think she
later.
just wanted you to stop.
It feels like way, but she said like, okay lah, let's give it a try.
Okay.
Yeah, and we were together for 3 years. Yeah.
Whoa.
Hey, I'm so happy for you.
Did end well.
Okay, so I think that the fundamental problem is that she didn't like me originally because like we weren't compatible. But
Yeah.
I was having this like
Delusion.
this idealized version of her in my head, and it's like no lah, she's the one. I like her for this and this and this. She's so sweet, but in reality, we don't have anything in common. One. I went to army and she went to uni.
That's where it all breaks down, I tell you.
It did. And then like we just started drifting apart, like more so than like it was good for a while, but then eventually the differences just like kept on getting more and more lah. And then she flew off for exchange.
That'll do it.
if the NS didn't do it, they'll do
No,
it.
but the thing is that after I ORD, I flew over, you know, to like find her
Okay.
and all that kind of stuff because she was still on exchange.
Hey, you're too clingy. I think you're too clingy.
A bit at that point I was. Yeah. Then she was still having her exchange, and then like it was time for me to start my uni. Yeah. And so I flew back.
No, wait, sorry. When you flew there, it was a surprise.
No. Like we coordinated it lah. It's like,
okay,
So she could have said no lah, please don't come.
Okay.
I mean,
no,
it was-
it scared me because I thought you own self like
no
fly
lah,
there.
walao, I don't even know where she lives.
She
I need
having the time of her life, then you join.
No, but at that point we were pretty much like we weren't together already.
Turmoil.
Like I was going through like the worst years of my life, and she was going through the best years of her life, you know, because like she just started uni, she's meeting all these new friends. I'm in the jungle and I'm hating life and all that kind of
Literally.
stuff. Yeah, we just couldn't like we were just living two different lives already.
Conscious uncoupling.
Props to her, she decided to stay with me through the entire army, but then after that I straight away broke up with her.
You broke up with her?
Yeah.
She thanked the whole army for him.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Right after he
Yeah, that's a bitch move on my part. I'm not proud of it, sir.
this story need to
No, but I think the
digest.
takeaway.
She gave you a nice plot to not get bricked up during army, then you like that.
Yeah. Anyway, I think the takeaway, right? Is,
Little bitch.
the takeaway is that if it doesn't if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit.
Hey, you got no takeaway, you just say no takeaway.
Okay, how about I read you one from this Reddit thread? I think it's your exact takeaway.
Go.
Latching onto them. When you start dating someone, you still need to have a life of your own and allow them to do the same. They can't become your life and it will burn people out.
Yeah, sure, let's do that.
No lah, but what you're saying is basically don't force the fit lah.
Don't force the fit. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Don't try to force the fit. Like we were fundamentally different people, and even though like we had some good times, like it was never going to go like the way I wanted it to go.
The problem is that you don't really know that it doesn't fit until like you are like 6 months in, and then by then you're like, maybe you can just work through it.
That
was the mindset lah. It's like no lah, opposites attract, that kind of thing. It's like
I hate that.
pickle theory.
How did you work for 3 years? Now I wonder.
Yeah.
No, because we spent 1 year like together in
and 2 years
poly year
apart.
3 and then 2 years apart basically. So it's only a 3-year relationship in name lah, basically.
Right.
Yeah, and it should have ended earlier.
Maybe because y'all never reflect. Y'all just go.
Yeah, because I really consider her my like first real girlfriend. So I just thought that this was going to be the one lah. This is going to be the one I'm going to get married to lor.
The first love.
Yeah.
So we've come to the end of the episode. I think whatever we shared today actually echoes quite a bit of what was in the Reddit thread. So mainly they talked about like one is changing yourself for someone else, and then being too clingy or like not defining things clearly and ignoring red flags. So
Oh wow, we did cover it.
yeah, we did. So if y'all have your own stories, feel free to comment down below. If not, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye, like, share, and subscribe. Ciao.
I realized like he really suffocates me. So when I meet my friends, right, I turn into like a very happy person. So got one time I said like, can I go with my friends? Then he said, okay. Now I literally said, yeah, and I ran